Joining me now exclusively are Justin and his parents, along with their attorneys, Donald Flannery and Chad Van Brunt. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Thank you for getting up so early to talk to me. Justin, it's great to see you out of jail, number one, but you just got out yesterday, and I wanted to ask you, how are you doing?
I'm really happy. I'm doing really good right now.
And I know that you must be careful because you're still in the middle of legal action and you want to be careful not to cause any problems for your case. But we have to ask you is, were you intending at any point to make any actual threat?
Kate, I'll have to answer that for him right now. Clearly, the intent is obvious from the context of this statement. And as we've said from the start, any clear reading and full reading of the context of that statement would make it obvious that this was just a sarcastic joke. As things develop through the trial, or if we get to trial, or anything like that, it's just going to be abundantly clear if it's not already.
Now, Chad, Justin, I did see you shaking your head when we were airing that piece, when you heard me read that comment that was posted online. When you hear even me read that comment that you say was a joke, what do you think now?
I just think that it got taken out of context and it's been blown out of proportion.
Did you ever think that a comment like that would land you in jail?
No, I did not.
So now what do you think today, after what you've been through and been behind bars for some 4 months, now standing with your family but still facing a very uncertain future? What are you thinking today?
Well, right now I'm just taking it one step at a time. It's been so much to take in all at once after being deprived of so much, you know, and I'm just really elated now I'm out to enjoy, you know, everything.
Now, I've spoken to both your mother and your father before you got out, and both of them told me in various ways it was an inappropriate joke, it was sarcastic, you did not intend any harm at all, and it was a misunderstanding. You know, people at home are going to be wondering, why did you say it?
Well, there's a response, obviously, to a comment between two people. Somebody called him crazy. And in the context, it's a response, yes, I'm so crazy. And you got elaborate about it. And a little bit distasteful, maybe. Mm-hmm. But it's just obviously a sarcastic response to being called crazy.
Now, Jennifer, Jack, you've both been very emotional when we've spoken to you about the fact that what your son and your family is going through. Jennifer, what is it like now to have him home, at least for now?
Well, for now, I'm over the moon happy. It's been hard sleeping. I just want to spend all my time talking to him and looking at him. And there's been a lot of hugs going around and crying, but happy tears. And we're just so very happy that he's just outside, and we don't have to worry anymore about him being hurt or not knowing what's going on with him anymore. And for any parent, that's just such a relief.
And Jack, when you and I spoke, Justin was in jail because you guys could not afford the $500,000 bail that was up against him. The reason he is out today is because of an anonymous donor. What was your reaction when you found out that someone was posting that for him?
It's disbelief. I still kind of don't believe it, even though he's standing here. I had to sit down. I even asked Don if it was a joke. I was just completely taken aback. It's just such an amazing thing.
Now, Mr. Flannery, I want to ask you a question. Obviously, what's next for the case? What's next for Justin, and what is he facing? Because a lot of people, they say if this is a joke, the fact that he was offered in a plea deal 8 years in prison, and the fact that he now can face up to 10 years if convicted, he's got a lot up against him right now.
That's right, Kate. We think that it's outrageous that someone, not unlike anyone in this country who's online, who says something that may be inappropriate but is not criminal, gets charged with a crime. This is a serious felony. The things that he said were clearly sarcastic. We can tell it's sarcastic from the comments. So we'll be filing a motion to dismiss the prosecution because it violates his First Amendment as applied to him. Going forward on this case is not the right thing to do.
All right, we're going to be following it closely. And Justin, just to button this up, I'm sure you will approach social media never the same way, to say the least. What would you have done differently? I know you've probably been doing a lot of soul searching over the past few months.
Well, I certainly would have thought a lot more about what I said and how permanent my writing is and everyone's writing. And I just want to make it clear that people should be very, very careful of what they say, and it's being recorded all the time if you say it on any website, anywhere. And you can get in trouble for something that's not something you should get in trouble for. And I just want people to be warned.
All right, well, we'll be following this case closely.